get it started. Welcome to the Bloggers View. Let me grab my girls. How's everyone doing? All right, let me grab the girls. Welcome to the Bloggers View. This is exciting. Exciting times. I'm waiting for my girls to jump in. Okay. Hi, boo. I'm waiting for my girls to join. Rod, what is going on? Thank you. It's going to be a good show. I'm waiting on my girls. Can you hear the music good, Rod? It's all about good vibes tonight. All right, my girl CB Cherie. What's up, sis?
Hey, girl.
Can you hear the music good?
I can.
All right. We are just waiting for Cherie. What are you drinking? I mean, not Cherie. Tamika.
Yes, we are waiting on Tamika.
What's in your cup?
Just a little white wine.
Okay. All right. T is here. Let me grab her. Hi, everyone. Let us know where you're from. Hi. All right. Let me grab Tamika. Welcome to the Bloggers View. Are y'all jamming with
I
us?
was here.
Hey.
I was waiting for the little invitation to join. Maybe I did that wrong.
No, you're good. How you feeling, T?
I'm okay. Today was a day, but I'm okay.
I feel you. Hi, everyone. We got everyone joining. How y'all doing?
Put this a little bit closer to me.
Let us know where y'all at, what part of town you're in, how y'all feeling today. We're going to start. We're going to get the room situated. Let some people to come in. Some jams going. I'm from Africa. Whoa. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Beautiful. Be more in the house. I represent Be More. Washington State. Shine, I never knew you was in Washington State, girl.
Rainy, gloomy.
Very.
Oh, yes. She was saying how she had to set her time to make sure she was on our time, Eastern time.
Are you 1 hour behind? Is she? Thank you. All the ladies serving today. All right, we'll start around like 7:05. Tap into it. How y'all feeling? Are y'all excited?
I'm actually a little nervous, y'all, to tell the truth.
She not nervous. This is what she do. 4 o'clock. Wow.
Woo! She's way behind us.
Mobile, Alabama. We got Alabama in the house. That is so dope.
I know.
Hey, everyone.
Wait.
How y'all feel, ladies? Should we tap into it?
Today.
I want to know. I don't know how to make anyone a moderator. Not gonna lie.
We ain't gonna worry about it.
We ain't gonna worry
Maybe
about
we don't
it.
have a feature yet.
All right, let's tap into it, shall we, ladies?
Yes, let's go ahead.
Okay, well, everyone, welcome to the Bloggers View. Can we get some emojis, some hand claps? Yes. The Bloggers View consists of myself,
Me, Cherie, the person behind the CB2 Styles page. I know some of y'all feel compelled to call me Sherry. I know how I spell, but it's Cherie.
And Tamika from She Styled It.
Yes. Before we begin, everyone, we just want to send our deepest condolences. It's been a heavy week with the massacre out in Uvalde, Texas, and also Buffalo, New York. We're content creators. We're on here and we consume social media so much that we start to feel that heavy energy. We want to send you all love and light. Please drop some hearts and prayers up for the families that are going through this tough time. So we just wanted to send that acknowledgement before we begin. It also like makes me like, you feel it. It makes me uneasy because it's just so much going on. So we definitely hope that you've been giving yourself grace this weekend to feel what you need to feel, because it's heavy, and we just send all of those families so much love. Yes, drop your emojis, prayers, hearts. We send them praise during this time. Without further ado, Tamika.
So we're going to get right into it. And we just wanted to kind of start off with how the Bloggers View came about and the name and all that good stuff. Because when we put it out there, I was like, oh my gosh, people are really responding. They really are feeling this. So we just want to give you a bit of context behind it. So I believe our last live, do y'all remember when it was? It was a couple of months ago. Yeah, it was a few months ago. It was right after our first live. We were chatting back and forth in a group text we have, and I was sitting there like, you know, it would be really dope if we kind of came up with like a show, sort of, where we just share, not even just about all things blogger and content creation, but just real life stuff to help us connect with our audience a lot more. And we should call it, maybe, we went through a couple of different names, but the one that stuck was The View, the Blogger's View. So it was kind of like, you know, a mix of the real, the view, you know, so it, that's how it kind of came about, just in a, you know, just throwing something out there. And Cherie and Kiara was like, oh, that would be awesome. We should really pursue that. So not really thinking it would be a real thing. A couple of weeks later, not even probably that much, like that night, Cherie was like, I got ideas, so we really need to do this. So she most graciously organized a photo shoot. So that's a promo video you guys seen, that we went out and shot one early Saturday morning.
Early Saturday morning. We love y'all. We got up real early that day.
Real early one Saturday morning. And the Bloggers View was born. And here we are.
Yes.
Yeah.
All that, piggyback what T said. We're excited. We just wanted to bring a space where content creators could come about and not just always focus on content discussions, but pop culture, what's trending right now. You know, we have lives outside of social media too. So we hope to do this. We're going to do this every month, every fourth Thursday of the month.
Every fourth Thursday. Mm-hmm.
And we're just going to tap into each other. So please, we would love for y'all to keep talking, connecting, and just plugging along the way. What we're going to do is just give like a short bio of what we all do, our platforms, and then we'll jump into the show. I guess I'll start.
Okay. Oh.
Hey, it's so good to see everyone. You know, when we always comment, like, hey, y'all, welcome. If you all don't know me already, I am Kiara C. Holt of Holt Consult Style. I like to say I'm your style and feel-good provider. I love everything fashion, of course, but the feel-good side is my tap into some good brand, my affirmation cards. I'm all about pouring into people. You can catch me Tuesday and Thursday mornings on doing my tap into some good segments. And that is some about me. Cherie?
So, hi everyone, I'm Cherie once again. I'm the person behind the CB2 Styles page. So, I've been focusing the entire time on my page on style, but I'm trying to branch out into travel content. So, you'll be seeing some of that from me. And also, I am going to be doing some home content soon. I'll let everyone know why later. But hopefully, you all respond well to that because it's something that I want to do. So, yeah, thank you for being here with us this evening.
And I'm Tamika behind T Styles It. My page is mainly focused on fashion, a little bit of lifestyle, and my faith. So you'll get a lot of encouraging words from me, positivity. That's my thing. I just try to, you know, keep it pushing, not focus too much on the negative, and just bring positivity to a space that sometimes can be very judgmental and, you know, negative, just kind of shedding light. Yeah, that's me.
Shed light like we always love to do.
Yes.
We have a lot of new people coming. So today our main topic is how do we keep up with the demand of content creation? Two things I want to know. If you have any questions at all, feel free to hit that question icon, and also share with your friends. You know, we got to bring the bloggers view up and popping. All right. So
Yes,
tonight we're going
we
to talk about
do.
how do we keep up with the demand of content creation, because sometimes, honey, sometimes I don't even want to deal with it, but we still show up. We still show love to do this. And the real question is like, not even why, but how are you all keeping up with everything that's changing? I feel like every day, especially when it comes to IG.
Well, I'll go first. Y'all know for the longest I wasn't keeping up with nothing. Like this whole push to do reels. So okay, first of all, what people don't know is for the longest I didn't have reels. So everyone was rolling out reels. They were getting all this engagement. Their accounts were growing like crazy. And I didn't have reels, but most people don't know that Instagram, when they roll out features, they don't give it to everyone that has an account. So it was literally months before I got the feature. But even after I got the feature, I still didn't use it for the longest because I'm uncomfortable on camera. I don't like doing videos. I don't like talking. I don't like doing live motion. Like, that's not my thing. I can give you a picture all day, but the whole reels thing. But I've been recently trying to put out a few of them because the platform is literally forcing you to do it. Because I mean, engagement has been stupid dumb low with like regular pictures, but it's also been low with reels. So I don't really know what's going on. So it's just been like crazy trying to keep up with what's happening with this platform because they make upgrades to it all the time. They say that, you know, these features are, you know, to are specifically for us as creators, but I don't know. I'm trying to keep up, and the whole video editing is a whole other beast. So I don't know, y'all. I'm trying.
I would
Yeah,
say, oh, go ahead, T. Sorry.
no, go ahead.
Picking back to what you said, Cherie, it is so true. Like, I feel like earlier this year, because I started really going hard once the pandemic hit, and I think that I felt like subconsciously I hit that wall where I was like, I don't even know why I'm even really doing this and going so hard, and then you're questioning, and like the goal is, right, you want to work with brands, and then the brands are coming, but the brands don't want to give the coin, so now you're like, what is the reason of really doing this? And it like it shook me off. Like I really was looking at it like I don't even feel like doing this, you know,
Yeah.
because we know what it is to wake up early, have our outfits together, and push, push, push. But it's like, what are you working towards? And then things are changing, and you're keeping up with the change. Like we all have our reels, we all have our creativity, and sometimes we just hit that dead end to where it's like, well, why are we going so hard? So I would say that was something that I came across, and for me, I just had to like just chill until that creative juice comes back again, because social media is never going to change. Like it's just going to keep going, and I
Yeah.
think we just have to find our flow to it.
Yeah.
That's
I don't
true.
think I ever lost the creative juice. I think my issue, well, I wouldn't even really call it an issue. Like, there are times where, of course, everything's changing and it's forcing us to go in this direction. I honestly think they're just trying to keep up with TikTok. TikTok's a whole other issue that I don't even want to get into. But anyway, they're forcing us to go into this direction of creating content that's specifically videos. I don't think that I lost creativity. I think it was just a matter of there were times where I was just tired of creating and tired of all
Right.
the changes and not knowing how to keep up. Like I just felt like there was a point where I felt like I couldn't keep up. So I was just like, I didn't necessarily stop, because
Call it a pause.
yeah, I didn't stop, but I was just like, you know what, I love creating content, and I also think of it as a business, as my brand. So I was just like, even though all these changes are happening, I'm just gonna keep putting out the content that I want, regardless of the direction that they're trying to force us to go into. So yeah, I mean, I don't think I ever lost creativity. It was just a matter of forcing myself to continue, regardless of the changes that were happening. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing, like pushing through. I think that's big. I've heard so many content creators, like someone in the comments was like, reach as low as I've ever seen it. Like when I first started doing reels, and I was even smaller then. I think I was under 1,000 followers then. And my reels, I could count on my reels to kind of boost my page if my posts weren't doing anything. Because I always go through kind of highs and lows with that as far as reach when it comes to my posts. But reels always seem to like help me get back, in the groove. But it's been crazy though. So for me, it's really just been a love for creating. Like the only reason I'm still doing reels, to be honest, because my reels have been getting really low views, is I really enjoy it. I thoroughly really enjoy just coming up with a creative concept and trying new stuff. But it's hard to keep up with all these trends because you got trending music, you got the trending type of like the style of reel, and I don't want to do what everybody's doing. I want to do what T Style wants to do. I don't want to do what you're doing. So, staying true to that and not worrying about, what such and such is over there doing, just kind of brushing her teeth and she getting, 50 million views and I'm over here
Not brushing
changing
her
outfits.
I don't understand what's
That's
happening.
the brushing the teeth for me.
And I can't get a view to save my life, it gets discouraging. So, for me, I don't know if it's necessarily keeping up. Like, I said this on I think we covered this on one of our last lives. For me, it's if I have something going on, I'm just gonna if I'm gonna take breaks. Intermittent breaks, you ain't gonna know when I'm taking them. If I'm not feeling like this week, a lot is going on in my personal life, and I'm just on a pause. Like I had every intent to post this week, and then Monday came and I wasn't feeling it. So I just it's not that I'm not consistent anymore or I've given up on. It's not any of that. It's just I had to learn because I was burning myself out. Like I was making sure I showed up here regardless when, the house is burning down and I'm trying to keep like no more of that. Like when you first start out, you kind of feel like you have to, but you keep up with what you can do. And that's what I've been doing.
I love that Urban Kink Curls. Girl, I love your page too, sis. I
love
her.
it.
That they are taking the fun out of creating. And that is so true. And that's why one day I'm like, I just got to do this from like a frequency of love. Like you said too, like we just have to love it and just not focus on, are the brands coming? Is this coming? Like just keep doing it that way. And what's for you won't miss you. Like it just won't pass us. But we just have to tap into that. Because when you have that expectation in your mind, you're just gonna be disappointed.
Yeah, you gotta I've learned that. Like I post without any expectation now. I put it up and go. Like I don't even come back and look at it unless there's like comments there.
But Instagram said you can't do that now. You see, like they're in our heads. It's like so much. Like those things you can't post and leave. Wow, it's my phone. It's my social media. It's crazy.
That's where I'm at with it. I just feel like you just got to do what works for you. Like I don't know.
Right.
I hear them and all this other stuff because the way I view it is, it's not going to work for everybody. If you then that means everybody's going to go viral. That means everybody is going to be super successful, and that's just not the reality of it. So if everybody's using the same song, you're not going to tell me everybody's reel is going to do well. That's not true. Like I've seen people in my DMs like, what should I do? Like I'm using this from this songs, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and I can't even answer that because you do all that, and some people still aren't growing. So
it's kind of like they're giving fake news.
Yeah, like false.
It really, it's false dreams that they're selling out here. When you really got to find your own rhythm, like just stick to that. Hi, Juju.
I cannot see who's joining. I'm so
that happened to me. That happened to me on the last live, and I was like, I hope that don't happen to me this time because I couldn't see the comments or nothing.
What I'm about to do, I'm about to exit out. Key, can you add me back in? Because I want to see what's happening. I can't see no comments or nothing.
Okay, go ahead. Yes, Travel Lady Shops. It's important to know why exactly your purpose and do what you love. It is so true because then you're gonna stop, and we don't want you to stop. We want you to keep creating. We do this for a reason because we love this. We love this. Like that is just something. I'm like I can't stop. Even after like going so hard, you take a pause. It comes back to you like, nah, I gotta create. Like we need that outlet. So try your best. I know it's easier said than done to like not let the gram or social media or just people's other consistency praise them, congratulate them, but your path is your path.
Yeah,
Period. And that's how I live
that's
my
where
life.
I'm at with it. Like I had to just that's how I view it now. Like my journey is not gonna look like anybody else's, and I might get there slower, you know, but it's my journey. And just remember that what you see going on with somebody else, your situation might be totally different. Like your home situation or your work situation might not allow you to be going out here, and you might work on weekends and can't work at nights and can't shoot all this content, and you got to do what you can do and grow at your
Right.
own pace, you know, like
Right.
not worry about your neighbor, and just stay true to you. And like Nancy said, you know, just remember your why.
We would
And
love to we would love to know what y'all do. How do you guys I guess how do you go with the flow social media too? If you have any questions at all, you can always hit the question icon and hit us up. But I feel like
and
everyone can
are
relate
we
to
bringing people in to comment on their
Cherie about
tags
to take
today?
over now. Cherie, this your spotlight. You came just in the nick of time.
I would love to hear, you know, some other perspectives on this, because I'm like, it can't just be me over here trying to figure out this
Oh, like
app.
should we bring
Like,
someone on this topic?
yeah, like I want to know, like, how
Yeah.
y'all dealing with the pressures?
I mean, if anybody feels bold enough to come to the
Yes,
virtual
or got kids,
stage
that part, yes, girl, or
and
have
just
kids,
talk about
yes.
touch on this topic, we can do that.
Okay, we about to talk about it.
No, not the tea yet, not the tea. So our
Okay.
next segment is giving some tea, because again, this is like your safe space. We're all conversing, having a good time. No one requested to join, so you know people get weird when it's time to go live. Don't be shy.
I was about to say, please don't be shy, because believe it or not, I am shy, but I'm up here. So
I'm
if
super
I can
shy.
do it, y'all can do it.
I am also super shy.
Well, we'll leave it open for them, but Cherie, take it away.
Okay, y'all. So we want to have a little segment every time we go live called
Oh,
What's
wait, hold on. Juju just requested. I'm going to
Okay.
accept her. Come on, Ju. Come on to the virtual
on,
stage,
Juju.
Juju. It's so funny. I call it a virtual stage. Hey.
Hey.
How you doing, boo?
Hey, my
I
beautiful
love your
ladies.
energy.
Hi.
Listen, sis, welcome to the Blogger's View.
Yes.
I love it.
We would love to hear your point of view on just how do you keep up with the demand of social media, content creation.
Listen, it's a lot. One of the things I always voice out is that people need to put respect to this game.
Right.
You gotta put respect to what we do. And a lot of people just see it as us just posting a nice outfit of the day or free products we got or whatever.
Right.
Like, it's more than that. It's a lot of negotiations, pitching yourself, even denying brands, and going back and forth with some brands because they be trying to.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
know?
I'm in my emails right now, like.
Wait. You really trying? Like, you feel sometimes played. Like, wait, hold up. Like, I know my worth. Like,
Right.
you know what?
Yes.
For you. So on top of that, and then on top of it, changes of the algorithms and the demands and do reels and now video content being pushed out consistently, and you're like, okay, I think that videos to me are more time consuming than taking a photo. Because I do it every.
Agree.
So in the mornings, I'm like, click, and I run to my 9 to 5.
Yes.
Do video. I got used to people staring at me, they're taking my pictures. It's the standstill now. For me to do a reel in public, I can't. Like, people are like, what is she doing to her camera or talking? And like, it's too much for me right now. So I try to do like a quick, okay, hi guys, this is my outfit of the day. I'm wearing and
I love those.
I'll do that. Because I feel like those are like 1 minute, quick, move it out the way, post it. And I think now the pressure for us are more because now we have to be in more platforms.
Yeah.
And now,
that part.
so now not only we were just on Instagram, now we have to be on TikTok. Now brands have a YouTube channel. Brands, you know, other brands are like, why you're not posting in Like to Know It? Why you don't have Shop Collective? Why you're not here? Why you're like, wait.
Because I'm one person. I'm one person.
Without a team.
It's like
without a team.
One. You know, and this is
one.
what I wanted to stress this to you guys too, because people don't understand mental health when it comes to content creators. It's a lot. Not only you're dealing with everything, you're dealing with people's comments as well. And let's be honest, some people are just think they too privileged, or they have like it's in like what feeds you to write that, like
exactly
what
Talk about it.
That like what did it accomplish with that. So not only we're dealing with different platforms, you have to deal with the pressure of people just feeling free to, I understand the First Amendment, Second Amendment, Third Amendment, blah 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 blah, but come on. Like if it's not for you, if this is not your look, this is not your outfit, this is not for you, keep strolling.
Keep it moving, right? Right. We're not here to serve everyone.
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure, and my hats go off to all the influencers and all these platforms, because I know it's not easy. There are days that we're doing good, there are days we're rolling in with collabs and partnerships, and there's times that it's just like crickets. And then
it goes up and down all the time.
Right.
You're like, wait, did my time end already? Like, you know, so. And then for me, my pressure is because of my age. You know, sometimes brands be like, "Oh, you don't fit the age criteria," and I'm like, huh?
Crazy talk.
So you know that. It's a lot of pressure, but we just need to keep working harder, not focus on the distractions, because those are all distractions. Those are all to steal our blessings, our joy, and our passion, because we all here for a purpose. We all have that talent, and we all showcasing it the way. And the reason for you not to get burned out, anybody that's here as a content creator, the burned out term, it is real. You could get burned out. But if you're being your authentic self, you're being who you truly are, and you're posting and doing content that is within you, you will never run out of ideas, because it's you.
Yeah.
But if you're focusing on what's in trend, what's the viral,
that's the wrong way.
You're going to burn yourself out, because you keep up with everybody else. You're not keeping up with why you here.
Yeah,
exactly.
What the purpose here? So a lot of influencers have left social media because they get burned out, because they're trying to keep up with everything. I fell into that trap.
What's the next poppin' audio? I need this. I need to do that. I need to get that top. No, you need to follow you.
Absolutely. Is whatever is for you. Today, Jane Doe is not going to like your outfit, but she might like tomorrow's outfit. And that's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. So we have to understand that as you be your authentic self. And one thing I love now about TikTok, I was not a TikTok fan. I'm starting to like.
I wasn't either.
I love me some TikTok.
I like TikTok is now you could be raw.
Yes.
You can go in, well, not literally without brushing my teeth, but I could go in and get on, and people like it's so raw. Like you don't
want to see you talk. Like it's the simplest things on TikTok.
Yeah, that's so true.
And I'm starting to love, like, you can make mistakes and people be like, oh, you know, you're just regular, you know?
Yeah.
That's what I kind of like about TikTok, but I don't like sometimes the comments on TikTok. They have different animal over there.
They brutal. they be ready to tussle. They be ready to tussle.
What?
And I'm like, I don't want no problems with you, okay?
Yeah.
Love. Well, Juju, we appreciate you so much, sis.
We love you. Thank you.
Love you. Make sure y'all following Juju. Thank you, Queen.
Keep
yes.
Love you guys. Bye.
Thank you. Yes, I love it.
Love
That's
her.
what it is to come to the virtual stage.
Yes. Wasn't that hard?
Listen, don't be shy, and we really hope that you really took in everything Juju's saying, because it's true out here. We are all in this same realm, and we just got to focus on what drives us. We're inspired, but congratulate your sis. Connect we're here off of that type of energy, and look what we created. So we hope that that resonated. Cherie is going to take us to our next topic.
Okay, y'all. So for each live that we have, we're going to do a segment called What's the Tea? So this is going to be like a pop culture segment, you know, talking about everything that you've seen in the blogs, on these gossip sites. So we were thinking about what has everybody been talking about in the blogs and on social media that's relevant to pop culture lately. And so what we've been seeing is the whole situation with Young Miami from the City Girls going back and forth on social media with another chick about Diddy. So apparently both of them are dating Diddy, and they're going back and forth on social media with one another, arguing about, you know, who's sleeping with who, the fact that you may have been around for years, but he ain't made you famous yet, so I can't famous, attention seeking. All this is going back and forth about a man who doesn't claim either one of them, by the way. And most likely, while they arguing, he probably laid up in the bed with chick number 3. So I'm just trying to figure out what causes people, whether a man or a woman, to take their business to social media and embarrass themselves by arguing over someone who does not even claim them. Like, I'm just very confused about that. And I don't understand. First of all, I don't understand the whole issue of taking your personal business to social media to begin with. But then to do it with about someone who hasn't even brought you out in public as their man or their woman, like, I don't understand the logic behind that.
Sometimes there's so many ways you can look at this whole subject, right?
So how can we look at it?
I would say so. 3 things came to my mind. A, you as a content creator, you embody privacy so well, and I always will give you that. Like, you know what to share and what not to share. Mm-hmm. And I think coming up in the game, a lot of people are like, what do you share? You choose you don't have to post it. Like, you don't have to put everything on there.
Mm-hmm. But
that's
you know, the
where
climate
we're wrong.
is...
We're in a world where people feel the need to post every single thing. It's like, why?
Exactly.
Now, the second thing that came to mind, men are not innocent. Okay? If he makes you feel like you're that girl, isn't that the thing now, that girl?
That girl.
She feels like, well, I'm going to do this. Because I honestly feel like I saw Diddy post, I don't know her name. I feel like he's posted her. She's definitely posted him. So we look at the woman. We always look at the women, but we don't look at the little guy over here stirring up all the drama. Thank you. And they know how Diddy rolls. Diddy ain't wifing nobody. He's out here having fun. He is always going to be out in these streets. But you as a woman, I feel like, and I respected Carisha because I liked how she always handled. First of all, I was happy as hell. I said, she got Diddy? That's what I'm talking about. You know, she's not trying to marry the man. If you mess with Diddy, you got to have your heart on a certain type of energy. Right. You better have a good time. But I would not be like, I'm the girl. I'm having a good time with you.
Right.
You know, I still hate that he wasted all those years of Cassie's youth. But I'm glad she found her a good man and married and got kids now. Wasted all that time with that man. Anyway.
Yeah, she's happy, and we wish her nothing but love. I mean, it just shows, like, you can't have anybody to waste your time. But maybe she doesn't want
to get married.
Who, Carisha?
That's true. Maybe, yeah. That's true.
Me too. See, somebody got to come up to the virtual stage. I'm trying to connect. Who's bold enough to talk about this topic tonight?
Nikki, do you want to come up?
Nikki B, I love her.
Nikki, do you want to come up?
Uh-oh.
I know I wouldn't want to be put on the spot. Don't put me on the spot because I be at any given day. You can find me at home in my bonnet, in my bed. So don't be asking me to come to no stage.
Right.
So is the issue that you don't like how they're like putting it out there in the streets?
Yes, I just feel like it makes you look foolish. First of all, I don't really think anyone truly cares about your personal business. And I feel like you're just making a spectacle of yourself doing things like that. And then the fact that you're arguing back and forth over a man who's clearly sleeping with both of y'all. So, like,
But that seems to be a thing
don't,
now. Like everybody, like you said, Kiara, everybody's posting their entire life. And I feel like you do not have to put everything, like you're never gonna know everything about me. Like I just don't feel like that's that, especially when it comes to my relationships. I don't even care if I wasn't married, even if it was a boyfriend or whatever, like some stuff is just supposed to be personal.
yeah,
But for
Right.
some reason, everything it's like a thing. And then some people do it to get attention. Like you want your name out there, you want somebody to be talking about you, and be relevant. So let me divulge all of this stuff so it can keep my name in trend. But
That's
I
the
don't
worst
know.
right there. Because it's like you
Yeah.
don't even know what you're getting back. Like what's gonna come back to you with just like, I mean, they're in another forefront. So I feel like just going as far as it did, that just looks so bad. Like talking on
Yeah.
stories, you're actually taking out your IG stories to like fuss somebody out. That's too much.
Yeah. That's a
That's
lot.
too much for me. And people
That's
are
a
going
lot.
back to your stories. Like, come
no,
on.
sis, no,
I
no.
just didn't get that at all. But I don't know. Is there like
Keep
a
it going.
resolution? Did something like happen after that?
Nothing happened. They just, I mean, it really just ended like Young Miami was basically like, or Carisha, I like calling her by her real name, was just like, I'm not gonna stop messing with him. So what you gonna do, sis? And it basically ended there. But I just thought the whole thing was just ridiculous. I was like, girl, first of all, Carisha, this girl is a nobody to you. So I don't even know why you wasting your time going back and forth with her on social media. But that's a whole other story. But just period for anyone, keep your personal business on social media.
Yeah.
It's not, especially as an adult. I can understand young teens or young adults doing it like 20s and stuff like that, but no.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Diddy didn't
Agreed.
say much of anything.
Mm-mm.
He didn't say much of anything. He let the ladies look cray cray.
Right.
Let
Always.
argue.
We're always the ones with the egg on our face. It's cute when they do it, but when
I
we do it,
he the entire time. He said nothing. That's what I said. He probably laid up with another chick while y'all over here embarrassing yourselves. Like
back and
it's just
forth, right?
stupid.
Mm-mm-mm. We
But
have some.
I still love Carisha. I love me some city girls. So I'ma stand by her.
I'm gonna stick beside her.
Beside it, that's what they said. Yeah, I forgot.
We got some new people that's coming in. Hey y'all, let us know where you're from. How y'all doing tonight? Welcome to the Bloggers View. This is our first IG live. We're talking about content creation, pop culture, just a little bit of everything. We're going to tap into our last segment, which is what is trending. I'm laughing because we just said don't follow the trends.
Don't follow the trends. Look, what'd you just say?
More so like what tips and tricks can we like share when it comes to social media? Because I feel like, you're always going to have a generation behind you. And we're pretty seasoned, I would say. And now we're getting the girls that are like, hey, can you help me with this? So I have questions. So what are like some tips and tricks that you can share? St. Kitts, wow. We got everybody around the world.
I
Hi.
know. I love
That's so
that.
cool.
You live in a vacation spot.
For real.
Right.
I need to go to St. Kitts. I'm in St. Baltimore.
Right. Right. Ain't nothing pretty about it over here. Listen.
Listen.
I would say tips and tricks. I know what's trending now, like, the music and stuff like that, but I would just say, even with that, like, if it's trending and you don't like it, why even put, a story to it or a reel? Because I consider reels like storytelling. And like, if it's not vibing with your vibe, then why even do it? So, just do whatever speaks to you. Like, I'm not the type that you're not gonna see me doing TikTok dances and stuff like that. That's not me. Like,
You ain't doing that. You ain't doing the I like challenge.
I'm not.
Me
No,
either.
no,
Me
no,
either.
no. And if I am doing it, it's when the camera is flipped the other way, like this, and y'all not gonna see my face. So I mean, just
It has to
doing
make
you,
sense.
like
Yeah.
do you, and let your personality show. Like, if you're that funny, like Kiara, you're the life of the party. I love your energy, and you bring that to your page. You know, like you're not dumbing yourself down or making yourself any more different to fit into whatever you feel like is the trend. Like, it's who you are. We could tell it's who you're bringing to your platform. Same with Cherie. We know who you are, and you're bringing yourself, your true self. And it'll flow. Like you said, it'll flow. Like, once you get into a groove, because in the beginning it was like, what do you post? And I'm thinking of stuff to try to post, and setting shampoo on the table and trying to photograph, like, just random stuff. And now it's like I have a flow. Like, it just comes to you. So kind of just figuring out your style, or narrowing down your niche for one, and figure out what you want to do, and testing different things out when you first start, and see what really speaks to you more. I knew Miles was going to be style right off. Some might not know, but just when you're small, you can make a lot of mistakes. So just exploring with different things and seeing what resonates with your audience, and go from there and have fun with it.
When you're small, you make a lot of mistakes. When you have a bigger platform, everybody love what you do.
Yep.
And it's not to say that in a bad way, but it's like it's of course it's easier to post, but I feel like it's less time to overthink, because you didn't hit, you still have that does that make sense?
Yeah.
But it's like
And then it's a good thing, because you have that learning curve. When you're smaller, like, when you get to bigger numbers, you have more eyes on you, more critiques, and people gonna tell you when you're messing up. At least when you're smaller, you can catch your mistakes before everybody else will. And they're not chewing you out.
Right. I would say definitely be open to learning editing. Like, I'm a tech girl, so I have mad apps. If it's a new app, let me see how I can use it. Let me see what works for you, because not everyone's savvy with, is it CapCut?
Yeah. CapCut, yeah.
CapCut. I use InShot. I use Adobe. So I think it's like those tools that will help you grow. If you guys don't know either, I was sharing with the ladies, because we're all about Reels now. IG just put out a new template that you can now save. So for instance, if y'all are scrolling on Reels when you're looking for inspo, you'll see, like, on the left-hand corner, it'll say template. You can save that now, because y'all know when the mini vlogs came out, I think everyone was like, 2 seconds, 1 second, 5. I ain't got time. So that template will save you a lot of time now, where you can just use someone else's reel and, like, enter your own photo. So, like, find those tools that will help you. And I think that would be golden.
So we have a comment. It says, my challenge is the photography aspect. By the looks of it, most persons have someone to take their pictures. This is huge. So everybody does not have a photographer. My husband takes mine, yes, but in the very beginning, if you scroll all the way back, some of these pictures was me with the tripod I have right now set up with a timer, and I was taking my own pictures. You just got to be resourceful. Like, you don't have to have a photographer to take. I know people who still editing their pictures on their phone. Me, like, and no one ever knows that. Like, you don't have to have a lot of equipment and extra stuff and all this, big grand scheme of stuff to start. Like, you really don't. And my husband is not a professional photographer at all. We argue about my angles still to this day, and I've been doing this for like 2 years. So you don't even have to have skill. Like, I feel like as long as it's clear, it's not grainy. I heard somebody say this, and it's stuck in my head. As long as your photo not ashy, then you're straight.
That's
I edit
true.
mine on my
I use
phone.
a tripod as well. I come from the days, like, I used to have photographers I work with, but over time, like, it becomes expensive. But if you really, all you need is a tripod, your confidence, and shoot. That's your practice right there. And once you find your poses and your flow, you'll be dishing out content, not ashy. So definitely, Chris, we hope that helps for you. But get a tripod. Go on Amazon tonight. Get your tripod.
The clicker, the little timer, the
The
clicker that you
Bluetooth,
can,
yeah.
the Bluetooth clicker you connect to your phone. I was at parks, bending down in grass, taking it, and don't be afraid to use your kids. My daughter in the very beginning was snapping pictures too, but the different angles and looks so dope. You barely can achieve it with a tripod, but you're right. Start small. Yeah, start small, and then when you start getting different money coming in from different brands and stuff like that, save it and maybe upgrade to a camera, which you can still put on a tripod.
Or gimbal. Gimbals are good too.
And maybe like I do have a lady. I did a spring shoot with her. I haven't posted those photos yet, but ever so often, save some money and pay someone in batch content, and then spread that out over a period of time. If you just really aren't that good with taking your own photos, but there's always a way.
I also would suggest Lens Buddy. I'm going to type it here. I'm a huge Lens Buddy fan. So it's basically like a self-timer app, and it has pretty good quality photos. I love Lens Buddy. So again, you just hit the button and it automatically is shooting for you. I will suggest that too. Cherie, any tips or tricks?
No, I mean, you guys have really already touched on it. Like y'all know we take our own pictures. People tend to really like our holiday pictures that we post in December, and people are always like, who took those pictures? Like, I'll have to show you guys the ones that we took for the holidays, but we literally use our tripod and our Bluetooth remote to take our pictures. So like Tamika said, start small, start with what you have. You don't have to go out and buy super expensive equipment. So I mean, yeah, but I think a tripod is absolutely necessary to take your pictures, and get yourself a Bluetooth remote. Like, that's also necessary, so you don't have to run back to press the picture button with every picture or video that you take. But yeah, I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, and I batch content. That is what really saves me, because I'm a content creator, but I'm not a full-time content creator. So I have a regular 9-to-5 like most people. So it's like mandatory that I batch content, so that I'm not trying to like each week figure out what I'm gonna post. But yeah,
I'm not the best at batching. I tell you that right now.
I wasn't at first either. I would only do like 3 outfits maybe in a weekend. Then Cherie came in with I do like 18, and I'm like,
I said, no way. Cherie and her husband do like 10 to 12 looks. Y'all got time. Okay, you can get a good 4.
But I did start doing more. So depending on how many days a week you post, if you only post like 3 days a week, that's kind of, you can do like 6 looks. At the most, I'm going to do 6. I don't know, 8 is a stretch. Like, but that ended up working.
You know what? Y'all got support. I'm a one-man army. I'm lucky if my sisters want to come and help your girl. So it's me, all these clothes, and I'm in my car changing. All right, second look. And now you have to think videos.
Do the real.
It's
you
like
did real good.
Huh?
I said you did good when you was dressed and you was out there when we did the.
Because I become an expert now that I'm by myself. I'm doing this shit by myself.
You
see all the practice, you become an expert.
Yeah, but
27 looks. Listen.
It was
27.
It was me and him, so it wasn't just me by myself. It was y'all know,
okay.
I put him in my content too, so he got the Monday slot for content. That's the men's content, But yeah, we did 27 looks. When I tell y'all, first of all, we had never done 27 looks in one day ever. My back was hurting for like 3 days straight afterwards.
That's a lot. But I'm sure it felt good afterwards. Like, that is like, you don't have to stress. You just are scheduling it away.
it was great. So then my weekend, I could just like chill with.
And that's why I started doing it too, because
Yep.
so I pick 2 weekends a month that I shoot content. My other 2 weekends are just, and it feels so good to have a weekend that you do not have to go out and shoot content. Like, I love that. I even started trying to batch reels, which didn't turn out as good.
So now let me ask
because
y'all
it's a
this.
whole nother monster.
When you're batching, right? You're scheduling posts. For instance, a week like this where it was like such a tragedy, are you still, do you stick to the script or do you like change it up? And
I try to read the room. The
okay.
climate, if it's different, like the funny thing is, my intent to post didn't shift until, it wasn't because of what I saw, but had I saw what happened in the news, I probably still would have just kind of been like, let me kind of fill it out to see, what's it like. Like, I don't want to be insensitive. And then it just so happened that like the week started getting a little weirder and weirder at home. So I was like, okay, it's just, yeah, let me just, pause. That's just like when the Black Lives Matter movement and
You said,
everybody, yes, like you gotta read the room.
I felt it. I was like, but post that down. I was like, you feel it. You really feel it. And it's like we it sucks. It sucks. So I think it's best to just be like, nah, I'm gonna just chill,
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna say this: I don't chill when stuff like this happens. I continue to post as normal, and I post as normal because I'm a person, like, in my stories, I talk about what's happening regularly all the time. I'm talking about the union workers who are going up against their jobs. I'm talking about the people who don't have health care. I'm talking about the black son who was gunned down by police in Georgia. Like, I like post those things in my stories regularly. So that's things that I'm always talking about. So I don't stop posting or change what I'm gonna post because of what happened, because I talk about these things regularly, because I mean, I keep up with what's happening. So I mean, that's always going to be part of my page, period. So I don't feel the need to like change my captions or not post.
I feel like it's a little bit of a caveat to that. Like,
yeah,
I don't mean change it like every time something happens, because
right.
sadly enough, these shootings are becoming regular. So, if we had something like what happened with Black Lives Matter, or when the pandemic, let me not say virus, when the pandemic was a huge thing that just happened, sometimes it's insensitive to just go with, with your normal, you know what I mean, flow. And there's something major happening, especially if it's worldwide. So I don't mean every time something happens, but if there's something major, like you said, with the school shooters, putting that in your stories and stuff like that, and keeping as posting as usual, I agree with that. But it just, that's why I was like, you have to kind of read the temperature, I feel like.
Right.
Because if you're posting as normal, then it can come off like we're insensitive or we're not being in touch. Or and then
Exactly.
like some stuff affects me personally. Like, I don't even like the shooting that happened. Weirdly enough, today I'm in a funeral and my brother texted me that my niece's school was shut down, and they had a child who had bought, well, they're in high school, so a student who had bought a ghost gun, which I'm just learning was like something that doesn't have a gun that doesn't have a serial number, in the school, and they had to shut it down, and they had cops and stuff surrounding it. So like my heart dropped. So like some stuff, even if that hadn't been the case, hearing about some of these school shootings hit home because I have a kid. So sometimes I might be in a space where I'm just like, it's just not the time to post my regular content if it's hitting home. Or if I do post, kind of switching the caption up to accommodate for what's happening in the world, but I didn't mean by any means like every time something happens, because something's happening every day. Like, we can't, you got to keep pushing and live life. But
No,
I mean,
I
when it's on
definitely,
a grand scale.
Yeah,
I definitely hear what Cherie says, because she does, and I love that about your stories. Like, you always are on top of that. It's like, I get it. Like, I get what you're saying too, T. Like, we feel that, And you don't have to stop everything and be like, oh, let me post for this. But we're still human beings that we would hate for any of this to happen to any of our family members. Like, we still feel that energy. And as creators and as influencers, we're still doing that. We want to tap into our community too and be like, hey, y'all all right? You know, because sometimes, I mean, we love fashion, but fashion, there's no comparison. There will never be. So I'm like, I'm a chill. I get it. I need to like really pick what I want to. So I get that on that point.
Well, I'm gonna jump in one more time. I'm gonna let y'all know, like, I understand what you guys are saying, and everything that's been happening. Like you said to me, that there's something happening every day. But y'all gonna get this post. Like, sometimes I may change the caption depending on what's happening. Like, I may change the caption. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But most times I don't feel the need to, because I'm talking about issues that are happening every single time I post.
So when you post, do you see like a lower engagement rate?
No, not necessarily.
Okay. Well, I mean, we all different. That's why we all got our own platforms and we look at it differently.
Like, I post regularly about what's happening. It may not be in my caption of my post, but it's always in my stories. Like,
that's always big facts. That is true.
People respond back to me. They send me DMs about what I posted. So, like, I don't necessarily feel the need to always change my caption. Sometimes I may, but most times I don't. Like, I only post 3 times a week, and I'm about to post tomorrow, but my caption ain't finna change tomorrow. But will I be posting about other things that are happening? Most definitely.
Got it. And we are like hitting an hour.
Yeah.
For everyone that is still here with us, thank you for tapping into the first Blogger's View. This was really good. Ladies, any like last words, anything?
I just want to thank all y'all for joining us for this very first Blogger's View. I feel like we had a good turnout. Y'all came and showed up and showed out with from all of these different places. Like, I'm just
St. Kitts, Africa, Alabama.
I am just overjoyed with the fact that we have, you know, such a good community. So I just want to say thank you, and make sure you come back for Thursday of every month.
Yes, and we will appreciate it if you follow our platforms, follow our journeys. And
I'll drop our handles below just in case.
Yes. Come on back. And we hope that you got some good feedback and, you know, got some value from this.
And I'll say quickly, look at me. I can't even spell right now because I'm trying to type, but y'all knew what I was going to say. Yes, so just echoing what Tamika said, thank you guys for joining. We really appreciate it more than you know. We'll be here every 4th Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern time. The only time we won't be here every 4th Thursday at 7 p.m. will be, of course, later on in the year, during November and December for, of course, the holidays like Thanksgiving and Christmas. But thank you guys for joining. We want to bring some of you guys up next time. I'm probably going to be reaching out to you guys to have some of you guys as guests for our next show. I mean, not next show, but next live. So
it's a show. It's a show. You can say
it's a show. Listen, y'all got the view. We the Blogger's View, okay?
We the Blogger's View, yeah.
And before I go, I gotta show off my hat, y'all. I don't know if y'all can see it. Can you see what it says?
No, Atlanta, but I can't see the bottom part.
So it says Atlanta influences everything. So I'm hardly home, but always repping. All right.
Love it. All right, y'all. Well, have a good night, and we're out.
Bye.
Thank y'all for watching.
Yeah.
Bye.